Hey guys, so this topic obviously hasn't been on my channel for a few days. It was kind of, I just like to collect more evidence so the video isn't like completely pointless. Today we're talking about Mikayla Nogueira. Wait, someone told me how to pronounce her surname and I think I screenshotted it and now I probably won't be able to find it and I'll say it wrong again. I think it was like Nogueira instead of Nogueira. I feel like I'm now saying it double wrong. I think someone said it was supposed to be Nogueira. Nogueira. Someone left a comment and I think I screenshotted it, but I must have deleted it by accident. Now I don't have it. Also, I did screenshot someone saying that they want me to bring back the threats. If you haven't been on my channel for a long time, you don't know about the threats. But I used to threaten you guys with not leaving a like and a comment. So you're going to leave a like. What did I say? I want the comment threats back, please. Comment down below or your phone will stop charging in the middle of the night and you'll wake up and your phone will be dead. That sounds like a nightmare. That sounds like nightmare fuel. Please comment more threats that I could use to threaten you to comment. That is a cycle of just like, let's get engagement going. Now, let's talk about Mikayla very quickly. So another ex-friend is exposing her. In my last video, I talked about an ex-neighbor of Mikayla's from kind of the same area, but she claimed she was an ex-neighbor, but then some of you guys said that the distance away from Mikayla's house, like, I think she said she lived like 3 miles away. Apparently in those areas, that can be like the town over. Like, you might not even be neighbors. Obviously, I don't know where she lives. She just said she's an ex-neighbor, that she knows Mikayla's older brother. Mikayla kind of knows of her but doesn't know her, is what I'm gathering from the context. It's like Mikayla knows of this person and knows that this person went to the same high school as them, but doesn't like know her and didn't hang out with her. Now, this neighbor threw around a lot of really borderline defamatory words with zero evidence, just like, oh, you're racist, you're homophobic, you're transphobic, you're a bigot, and it's just like, but like no evidence for any of them. And that's when you lose me. That's when you lose me, because unless you have like a screenshot of her literally being transphobic, like we can't be spreading misinformation like that.
Mikayla, if you didn't hold something against me, you're about to, because I grew up 3.5 miles down the road from you, Mikayla. Your brother Nate, he knows who I am. He blocked me about 5-6 months ago after you probably figured out who I am on the subreddit. I've been active on that subreddit exposing the truth about who you really are. So for you to go on this tangent about supposed authenticity using your fake accent, when again, I grew up 3.5 miles down the road from you. This is how the locals talk. And if I wanted to go into my Boston accent and do all that, yeah, I could. Any of us could. We've grown up around it. But the issue with you, Mikayla, is that you have made your entire brand based off of supposed authenticity. And yet you can't hold yourself accountable for Lash Gate, for lying explicit FTC guidelines. You have a history of transphobia, racism, bigotry. There are stories that haven't been told that occurred behind closed doors that you know what I'm talking about. So you have some goddamn audacity to be going on this rant about supposed authenticity and staying true to yourself when all you've done is become a sellout and a disappointment to those from your hometown. There's a reason why you don't have any hometown friends, Mikayla, and that's because you were the bully. You are the liar. And for you to take the bait of my comment is just too ironic when I know so much about who you really are, Mikayla. And yes, you probably don't know me personally. The only reason you would know me is because I was in the grade above your brother and Nate and I were acquainted. We were never close friends, but you know who I am, right? You've seen this and you can't believe what you're seeing. I hope. Maybe nobody will see it, but just the fact that you took the bait of my dumbass comment and took it as this opportunity to be about authenticity and stay true to yourself, when again, you fucking Boston accent, anyone can do that, Mikayla. You're a liar, and you have some goddamn audacity of all people to be responding to me, who grew up, again, 3.5 miles away from you. You in Pink Eye Village, me in Heaven Heights. You know what I'm talking about, Mikayla. Like, the irony is just woo, just blowing my mind right now. So I just had to go on a little tangent about that, Miss Mikayla. You know who I am. So again, if you didn't hold anything against me, well, you probably do now, and you didn't change my opinion, so thanks.
So to me, this whole like people coming up from Mikayla's past to expose her just doesn't really ring the right bells for me. Like, that just doesn't, like the Lash Gate thing, that made sense. It was something that she posted herself. We could comment on that, you know, criticize that. For someone to tell me that Mikayla was like a bully in middle school.
My name is Bridget. I am Tessa's friend. I am also from Freetown Lakeville, which is where Mikayla's from, or I mean, she went to school. And I just wanted to reiterate the fact that it's not so much that people are upset that Mikayla is successful. Like, that's awesome. Like, good for her. She made something out of herself. And, you know, she's continuing to grow and, you know, accomplish her dreams. That's awesome. But when it comes to her not taking accountability for some of the things that she's done in the past, and her using her mental health as an excuse to lie to her fans and basically just try to, I don't know, cheat them out of honesty is the problem here. And my last video ended because it got cut off. I also look like shit today, so please don't judge me off my appearance. I know I look like I just rolled out of bed. But yeah, the whole problem with Mikayla is just her not taking accountability, which she like never does ever. As long as I've known her, it's always someone else's issue or someone else's fault or somebody picking on her. It's just always thrown back towards the other person. And what I'm finding is so many of Mikayla's fans are so quick to just pick on people that are calling Mikayla out for her lies. I knew Mikayla in middle school. I had a friend named Shannon, and we used to make a lot of fun videos and post a lot of, you know, funny things on Facebook. And Mikayla was always the first person to comment something kind of nasty. She would always be like, you guys overfilter your stuff. You know, do you have nothing better to do? Like, she was just not very nice. And I mean, I know another one of her good friends too, who I'll leave unnamed, who told me some crazy shit that she would do behind closed doors. And this person is a person of color. And I just think people are so fucking blind to what she's done. And, you know, if they want to just continue to support her and her not taking accountability, then go for it. I mean, like I said, she's got millions. You're probably looking at me like, oh my God, she's so jealous. Yeah, because we're all so fucking jealous of her. Yeah, okay, I'm jealous I can't afford $1 million house, I'm sure, but at least at the end of the day, have my integrity. So good luck, everybody. And Mikayla, if you do see this, I don't hold anything against you, really. I just wish that you would be honest and, you know, not lie when confronted with the truth. Have a good one.
I'm gonna need to put a pause on that. I will not cancel someone for them being mean when they were 14, unless they were like literally like the spawn of Satan, and like literally being like racist, transphobic, like very like bigoted from the get-go. Like I can't with good conscience sit here and cancel a 25-year-old over her being mean in middle school. I can't do that. I mean, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think it's a valid critique? Valid reason to cancel someone for what they behaved like in middle school? Like, when I hear middle school, my brain just switches off. I'm like, I don't know, there are very finite, like if you're committing crimes in middle school, obviously I'm gonna hold you accountable. If you're like, I don't know, like doing something really tragic, sure. But I have a feeling that like every kid is mean. Like, I think kids are just mean. That's just kind of like, you're just mean. If you want honesty, if you want to wear an outfit and you want to know if this outfit is ugly, go talk to a child and they will tell you that that ugly outfit needs to come off. So I don't know, I just always get a weird vibe of like, how far back are we going to dig? Like, we already have so much criticism against Mikayla. Do we really need to dig back to middle school? Like, if you don't like her, you already don't like her. And if you like her, then you like her. And I don't think stuff from middle school is what's gonna change people's mind. And that almost makes Mikayla's critics sound obsessed and like weird. And if someone from like the UK equivalent of American middle school filmed a TikTok on me and was like, oh my God, one time Angelika like didn't give me a pencil when I asked for it and she's a bully. Like, I'd be like, whoa, you're obsessed? Please, I'm getting a restraining order. Do not talk to me. What is going on? Once again, I'm saying there are like definitely lines where I draw like committing crimes, being like a full-on bigot. Like, I think there is a difference between like a kid just being mean and a kid being like evil, you know? Like, I don't know. From what I've seen so far is people just posting pictures of them with Mikayla when they were like 12. And that is not enough for me. That is not enough for me. Just knowing her is not enough to me. Because I know there are a lot of salty people in the world that are like, oh my god, we're from the same town, we went to the same school, but they're a multimillionaire and I'm not, and I'm really upset about it. And I would maybe have a different outlook on it if the women in the TikToks didn't sound so like evil. Like they sound like a Disney villain, like doing like a monologue. And I'm like, I can't take this seriously because you sound not logical. Like this just doesn't make sense to me. So anyway, I'm gonna get a lot of, you know, the Reddit forums are turning against me, I'm telling you guys, but like I just can't get behind this. I think there is enough that we can criticize Mikayla on without digging back to like middle school. Can I Google what age middle school is? I will do that, yeah. So middle school is 11 to 14 years old. Like I can't. Once again, bring me a screenshot of her literally being like an evil bigot, like so like evil that I can't look past it, even if they're like 11 to 14. But like if 11 to 14-year-old Mikayla was, I don't know, calling someone a bitch, like I can't, don't bring that to me. I don't want to hear it. She also addressed her accent on Instagram stories and about how she's kind of still embarrassed about it and it makes her insecure and therefore she hides it. And I'm like, you hide it where? Because isn't that this whole joke on TikTok with a tat? Like, isn't that because you don't hide your accent? You actually probably exaggerate it for the engagement. You used to hide it, and now you know it's a niche that makes you more money, and therefore you keep on doing it. Like, I just don't understand. And I know me and you guys talk about how Mikayla is borderline like a pathological liar. Like, there's something about her that she just makes up lies about the most irrelevant stuff. I have a few more of those. And obviously, this was in response to a comment that seemed shady, like, oh, like, when your career dies, what you gonna do? Like, I think Mikayla's made more than enough money to retire now from doing TikTok. Like, I think she'll be fine for the rest of her life. Someone said, can I ask what you will do after being an influencer is over? Like, she's fine. Trust me, she's fine. Mainly with this recent L'Oreal stint, like, I bet they paid her money for that. And she said, I'm a full-time makeup artist. That's my main. And I think it would have been fine if she just left it at, I'm a full-time makeup artist, which means once I stop being a TikTok influencer, I can just continue doing makeup artistry and doing client work. But it's the added on bit at the end that says, that's my main. Is that your main source of income? Is that your main job? You're telling me that you are 14 million followers, Mikayla, with an average of 5 million to sometimes 50 million views per TikTok, and you're probably asking for 100k per sponsored post. Like, I know doing makeup on clients is good money. It's very good money. I know people making 6 figures a year from, I don't personally, I just know people make 6 figures a year from doing makeup on clients, meaning if you're doing like bridal makeup or you're doing kind of like event makeup and you can like do more than one person on the same day, you can charge thousands for that, sure. But you are Mikayla, who sold like 2 Glamlight collections. Like I said, you charge probably 6 figures per sponsored post. The Chanel handbags are not coming from you doing clients. They're coming, I don't know why she would lie about this. Is she lying about this to downplay the money that she makes on TikTok to make herself look less money hungry for taking sponsorships and for lying about sponsorships? Like, is that her mind process of like, well, no, I don't actually make that much money from TikTok, so I have to take brand deals? Like, no, you don't. You're a millionaire, and you're a millionaire because you do TikTok. Also, didn't you claim that you wake up at like 6 a.m. every day and film and edit until 6 p.m? When are you fitting in these clients? Because at this point, like, I'm starting to think like you're really working 24/7, and like, okay, fine, you know? Maybe we're all just lazy. So this makes no sense to me, because like you said, you do TikTok from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. essentially. So how is client work? I don't know, I think she just said this, one, because someone left a shady comment being like, oh, what are you gonna do when you're irrelevant? And she wanted to clap back and be like, well, this isn't even my main job. Like, I think she wanted to make herself sound like she's not just an influencer, even though there's actually nothing wrong with just being an influencer. I think it's fine. But also I think she's trying to downplay how much money she makes to make herself sound more relatable, because she used to be really relatable and now she's not, and it's because she makes a lot of money. And I think trying to downplay that and be like, oh no, I make money from makeup artistry, you know, I'm just like you guys. I think that is there to try and make it sound more relatable. I don't know, this comment was just really weird. Also, someone went on her like LinkedIn with all her jobs, and she's obviously got Ulta in there from 2019 to 2020, and then she said that she's a beauty expert and makeup artist from 2007 to present. So Mikayla J Makeup is 12 years in the making and has aimed for years to create beautiful experiences for clients. 12 years in the making, which means that she claims to have been a makeup artist since she was about 13. Are you even allowed to be like certified when you're 13? Like, isn't there some kind of, like, maybe you're doing it for your friends for like the school disco or something, but like you can't Like, I was doing makeup on my friend when I was like 12 and we were using like Claire's makeup. That's not like makeup experience. That's not like professional makeup. What is going on? So she claims that she's had this job for 16 years. From 2007 to present. So Mikayla J Makeup is 12 years in the making, but then on her LinkedIn it says that she's 16 years and she's 25. So you were 9 when you started this job? Can kids even work at 9? There's just so much about Mikayla that I'm like, why do you lie? Why do you just not tell the truth? And then someone said, when you do someone's makeup, do they come to you or do you go to them? Or is there a shop somewhere? And she says, either they come to my studio or I travel. Travel's more common because it's typically events. But she doesn't have any pictures of any of her clients. Like, to what I've found, like, please let me know if there are any pictures of her clients. But if you think about the fact that she claims she has worked for 16 years or 12, because her LinkedIn thing and her LinkedIn description doesn't match up. So 12 to 16 years, and I can't see a singular client. You don't have an Instagram for your clients. Usually people that are makeup artists will have a separate Instagram for like client work, and then a personal Instagram. But like, the only time I've seen her do makeup on someone is when she did makeup on Cody. You'd think she'd have all these brides and like bridal makeup on her, like, obviously brides have to give you consent to post, but a lot of them will. If many of you say like, oh, I'll give you like a 10% discount if I can post like some pictures of you on my Instagram or just on my LinkedIn or whatever, but there is like zero proof of her doing anyone's makeup. So this is just such a weird, like, I'm not saying that she's lying, but I'm also not saying that she's telling the truth. And then people are replying to these comments saying, can you show some of the looks you do on others? Obviously ignored. She has never done makeup on anyone but Cody. She's an MUE, not MUA. MUAs have portfolios and clients. Then we have another lie, which is the Maybelline Powder Foundation review that she allegedly recently put the paid partnership thing on. So that allegedly wasn't there from the beginning. I'm actually not sure.
Okay, this is like actually insane. Like, what? It's literally just a powder foundation. Look at the difference. Look the way it covered all my redness like this. I have seen what I needed to see, okay? This is the most magical powder I've ever used. It's the Maybelline Superstay. It's new. It's 24-hour wear, hybrid powder foundation. And it feels like there is no powder on my face. It feels like nothing is on my skin. So I made sure my skin was really hydrated. I use a damp beauty blender because it actually melts the powder into the skin. It looks unreal under the eyes. Just this powder foundation. Yet it still looks like skin. And apparently it's water resistant and sweat proof. Let me just finish the face. It feels like there is no makeup on my face. I love it. Maybelline Superstay 24-hour powder foundation. Trust.
What we do know is that, one, when you do an ad, you have to vocally say that, unless you're just doing a picture. Then like, obviously you can just put it kind of somewhere. But if it's a video, according to FTC guidelines, you have to say, hey, today's video is sponsored by, which is why I always say it. Today I don't have a sponsor for this video, so that would have been a really nice segue to like get into it, but I don't have a sponsor for today's video. And she also put Maybelline Partner in small font behind where her username is, which is such a cheeky move to make. And I'm actually going to talk about the fact that Nikki Tutorials is someone that has worked with Mikayla on Maybelline sponsorships. Why is my hair so fluffy? They did obviously a video recently on the Maybelline channel. Nikki Tutorials ages ago was called out for not disclosing ads and affiliate links properly. So she created like a little symbol system that she uses in her YouTube videos, which is like, this is an ad, this is AD, and then this is for affiliate links, this is for I bought with my own money, this is for gifted. And that worked really well for a while and she had to do that because she was called out during all the scandals of people not disclosing affiliate links properly. Now she's come around to TikTok and she recently posted she does this yearly YouTube video where she like reminisces on the year. And she talks about how she doesn't post on YouTube because TikTok is like kind of short form content is what she wants to do. I think it's because it's easy. You can pump out a lot of content for much more views than on YouTube with like filming, editing for hours. And also, TikTok allows for not disclosing ads properly. Like, it's easier to make money on TikTok than it is to make money on YouTube. And it's so disappointing to see Nikki Tutorials do a 360 of not disclosing properly, being called out, doing something really amazing with like the disclosing situation, and then to go right back to making easy money and easy buck to be able to retire quicker, and just going to TikTok and being like, oh, I'll just lie to you guys because I don't have to disclose properly. Because Nikki Tutorials did the same Maybelline Powder Foundation review and also put the Maybelline Partner small behind her username. Who's copying who? Is it Nikki Tutorials copying Mikayla's undisclosing, or is it Mikayla copying Nikki Tutorials? But I'm disappointed with both. Like, I'm seeing TikTok is bringing out the worst in people, and these are people that I've watched on YouTube for ages. Like, I've been completely turned off to Nikki Tutorials content. I've watched Nikki Tutorials since I was like 12. Like, genuinely, before I was properly wearing makeup, I was watching Nikki Tutorials content, and I was like, wow, like, this is how I want to wear makeup. Obviously, I was too young, and like, I've just always been subscribed to Nikki Tutorials, and this just feels icky. Like, the first time she didn't disclose stuff properly, I was like, oh, maybe people just don't know about the FTC guidelines. Like, they were kind of unclear back in the day. I don't know. I was making excuses. I was young, and I really loved Nikki Tutorials. But to be taught about the FTC guidelines, adjust to them, and then go to a different platform and just almost like forget how to disclose stuff properly. Oh, I don't know. Like, it makes sense that they're friends. Like, it makes sense that Mikayla picks her friends by who also doesn't follow FTC guidelines. So she's friends with Nikki Tutorials, she idolizes Jaclyn Hill, makes sense. So allegedly, not only did she not disclose this properly, but it was a complete lie. She did say in the comments that she used a wet sponge for this powder foundation, which wet sponge and powder foundation, that will look good on camera, which it did with all these filters that Mikayla uses, but it will not look good in person. Like, you should realistically be using it dry, maybe on a more sticky base. Like, that's all I'm gonna recommend. And a powder, if it's good, it's gonna work well. But if it doesn't, then wetting the sponge and like digging into the, like, that's gonna look good on camera, it's not gonna look good in person. And it just shows that the foundation isn't good. But to each their own. Like, if that's how she likes to wear it, that's how she likes to wear it. But people think that she put on a liquid foundation and then set it with powder because of that crisp line and of just because how it looked. It doesn't look like a powder foundation at all. And it was cut up weirdly, just like her mascara video, where like you can't really see the process. Like, she's trying to show you some of the process, but not really the full process. So it really gives mascara, it gives Lash Gate before Lash Gate drama. And I think we wouldn't have been aware of this if Lash Gate didn't happen, because we wouldn't be so like combing through her content now and being kind of aware. Also, I just want to say, if this foundation is as good as she claims, like, I've played the TikTok for you guys now. You see how much she's gushed over this product, right? Because she was paid to gush over it. Why wasn't it added to your wedding foundation lineup? Like, Mikayla's been doing this, like, testing out different foundations and seeing if they make it to her wedding foundation lineup, which is the best of the best foundations, and then she's gonna pick one for her wedding. If this foundation is as amazing, as long wearing, as full coverage, as lightweight as you claim it was, why was it not even considered for the wedding lineup? Because you would think that if it like changed your life, it could change your life on your wedding day, no? Like, I always just think, like, if you weren't sponsored by this brand, would this review have looked the same? And it wouldn't have. And if the foundation is as good as it seems, then it should be considered into your top foundation list. And it wasn't. So what's going on? Are you lying? And people started buying this foundation, selling it out. Like, it was sold out everywhere. I would get it, but it's not cruelty free, so I'm just not even gonna, like, L'Oreal, I was gonna do the telescopic mascara, it's not cruelty free. Maybelline isn't cruelty free. Like, I can't take part. Why is my hair doing this? I'm never putting volume mousse in my hair ever again. So people started buying it and posting their own reviews on TikTok and being like, oh, Mikayla influenced me to buy this, and this is what my one looks like versus what hers looked like. And it's night and day. Like, you can't even pretend that's the same product.
Okay, this is like actually insane.
All right, y'all know the drill, baby. Let's zoom it in. We've got big old beefy man pores, 33-year-old combo leaning oily skin with texture, acne scars, and acne. Let's bust into it here and see if that Maybelline Superstay Hybrid Powder is really about to do all that. It seems to be a full coverage hybrid powder foundation that lasts up to 24 hours, matte finish, but also feels and looks weightless on the skin. Oh my god. I mean, hello there, gorgeous. Also, by the way, controversial move, I know, but I decided not to go in with any concealer today, not even up under the eyes. All right, y'all, real quick, a little reveal. We've got before versus after. So I did about a 15-minute face today. Let's zoom it in and see how she's looking. Because I'm doing a wear test today as well, I'm not going to spend too much time here, but I wanted you guys to be able to see the texture and everything up close. I don't hate it, but I also don't love it yet either. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and do the day, and I'll be right back. Hold on. All right, so in one word, no. Just so much breakage everywhere. I mean, as you can tell, the texture never got better, and I was an oil slick all day. But I am interested in seeing how it would be as a setting powder, because I think in that application, it might be perfect. I mean, y'all tell me, what do you think? And did you try it? Did it work for you? You want to see it as a setting powder? Let me know all your thoughts, and I'll talk to you later. Love you, sexies. Mwah.
It's the Maybelline Superstay. It's new. It's 24-hour wear.
I just have to try this. So I've just seen Mikayla's video of the Maybelline Superstay Powder Foundation. I ran to Boots the following day. I saw it last night. I ran there this morning. I bought it. And do you know what? If truth be told, this is all fake. I'm in a foul mood. Let's see if this little bad boy can bring her back, because I'm telling you, I'm dry. So I bought this in the shade 505. It is a powder-based oh okay, a powder-based foundation, very similar to the L'Oreal Infallible one, which I liked, but I'm not really a fan of powder foundation. So in Mikayla's video, she just goes in, she has a wet face. So I was just chucking a bit of this cheap one I got free in like a glossy box years ago, so it's probably gonna give me a breakout. And she has a dry beauty blender. So let's just save the crap and just go straight in. So let's just load up the product on a brush and let's see how she goes. Okay, so far, it's not cute. I'm gonna be real with you, fully transparent. I'm not a Maybelline partner, but initially, look at them pores. So I'm not sure how they've done it so they've got this like full coverage moment. I'm really like caking the product on, and she just streaked it on perfectly like this. I don't know, maybe I just feel like this is so excessive and such a waste. This was £12 by the way, so it wasn't like super cheap. Yeah, can you see this? Like, I'm under big lighting, like I've got a Hollywood mirror and 2 ring lights outside me right now. Can you see like these pores? It looks so textured and horrible. And for the amount I have to put on to get this look, I just feel like you're better just buying a liquid foundation, to be really honest with you guys, like fully transparent. There's no partnership here. Okay, so after battering my face for like the last 5 minutes, I thought, do you know what, let's be fair to the product. Maybe I've been a bit misguided, maybe it's my setting spray. Let's really try and rule it out. So you get this little sponge with it, like in a little compartment underneath. So let's just slap her on like the L'Oreal Infallible one does as well. And let's give her a crack. So as you can see, we're looking patchy, we're looking cakey, we're looking dry. It is not cute, it look like Casper the Friendly Ghost, but like I'm on crack. Let's just rub her in here. I already hate it. And let's just no. Look at this. Look at that. It is disgusting. Girls, save your money. This is terrible. Bye. Wait, it gets worse. In my attempts to batter my face and make this product work, I'm actually bleeding. So, Maybelline, you'll be getting some paper served your way. Thank you very much.
I understand that products work differently on different people, different skin types, textures, ages, but there is no way that the coverage can change that much unless you're literally either using a liquid foundation and just setting it with powder to pretend, or you're literally using a wet sponge and digging like this, which means that the layer of foundation you have on your face is unrealistic to wear out. And that's not how you would use that product. And therefore it's once again false advertising. I can't. I'm trying to, it's like I'm always trying to give her the benefit of the doubt, but like I can't anymore. This is not right. The product online has about a 2.5-star review. So it's not just like Mikayla fans and just like people that hate Mikayla that are just reviewing this. It's people just saying like, this is a bad product. Like I bought it, it's bad. I want to return it. Also, if anyone says that the paid partnership little thing that TikTok allows you to put on screen is enough of a disclosure, the FTC has actually talked about this in the past, and FTC said that the built-in paid partnership tools, they have them on YouTube and on TikTok. You don't have to use them, you can just vocalize a paid partnership, and that's much better. So just using the paid partnership built-in tool is not enough. You have to do that and then say this video is sponsored by yada yada. Or you can just not use the built-in tool and just say this video is sponsored by, which is what I do, because I'm just like, hey, this video is sponsored, like I'm disclosing as is. And yeah, they're just not enough, and you must vocalize, which none of these people are doing. Nikki Tutorials is just like, poof, forgotten how she was called out for not disclosing properly, and is now back to not disclosing properly. It just doesn't really make sense. Now Mikayla is learning from Nikki and learning from Jackson Hill and learning from all these people that you don't have to disclose properly, because why would you need to disclose properly if all these other people are not doing it? You know? Now Tati actually addressed the lack of ad disclosure and how they're regressing as a community, because we've been through like all of this already just on YouTube and mainly with Morphe back in the day, and now we fixed that, so we progressed forward and everyone was okay with doing brand deals. The viewers were okay with watching brand deals. Everyone was fine with it for years. Like I don't think I've seen hate for people doing sponsorships in a really long time. Like I remember back in the day I used to get crucified for doing sponsorships, but now they've just become part of YouTube. Someone says today's video is sponsored by whatever, like no one's like, oh boo, like you hate this product, as long as people are being honest and disclosing properly. But now we're regressing. Like it's gonna get to the point where if you do a brand deal as a makeup channel or makeup like account, people are gonna crucify you. Why are we going backwards when we have already resolved all of this on YouTube? I don't get it. She also did an undisclosed Amazon affiliate link, just like Jaclyn Hill does on her stories, for like a product, and it showed that it was an affiliate link. So I don't know why she wouldn't just say, hey, like this is an affiliate link for Amazon, I'm gonna make some money off this, but like, if you wanna buy it, here it is. I don't know why you wouldn't say that. It doesn't make sense. And yeah, that's it on Mikayla. I'm so out of breath, but like I just wanted to add everything into one video and just put it out for you guys. So let me know what you guys think about all of this. Let me know about the first story. Would you cancel someone for middle school activities? as long as they're not illegal or like evil. What do you think about the Maybelline foundation? Have you tried it? Let me know. And then like the undisclosed links situation. Let me know. Subscribe, hit that bell, like, comment for engagement, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.